Hey, what is up all my lonely watchers out there? It's Lonely Fubuki back with another Yokai Watch video. Today, by popular demand, we are going to be talking about the first Yokai Watch manga. I just realized I'm talking in the what's the one TikTok guy's voice that says like all the stupid things and does the skits about women's clothing. I forget his name. I'm blanking on his name right now, but I don't know, that was just in my head. And I was just subconsciously making the voice. I loved the voice though. Maybe go follow him. But anyway, by popular demand, we are going to be looking at the first edition of the Yokai Watch manga. Not by popular demand, because I don't know if you guys want it. I am filming the video at this, before the Yokai Watch Hasbro Model Zero video comes out, which is the video that I unbox it, and I ask if you guys want a video on it. So if you guys don't want a video on it, after I filmed and edited it, and I put the premiere page up like you're watching right now, I am going to cry. But anyway, all the companies making Yokai Watch stuff screwed up. Hasbro tried to make everything different, and in the end ended up making everything worse with all the toy line of stuff. Nintendo made stupid decisions with the games like not having the Japanese medals be scannable and making all those stupid commercials. Disney made the dub bad. But out of all these companies, the company that localized the Yokai Watch manga, being Viz, actually did a pretty good job doing it. The English version of this has pretty much no flaws, unlike all the other English translated Yokai Watch stuff. So, let's look back on it and see how it did. When I got this, as you all know, I'm an idiot, so I didn't know that manga went from right to left instead of left to right. I mean, I think I knew it did in Japan, but I thought in the localizations they would switch it around, but no, that would probably be too much work. So let's go chapter by chapter in this thing and see how it goes. First chapter! Why did I spin? Chapter 1, First Yokai Friend, is the chapter that we get the Yokai Watch from Whisper, and it pretty much plays out the same as like in the manga and the games. And, yeah. Anyway, we get this ghost watch that is given to us by our pal Whisper, and we use it to see yokai and then go down the street, see Jibanyan running, trying to defeat cars, and then we end up befriending him because we hear his story and we don't think he's a total garbage person. Or cat? Either way, this is the first yokai friend that Nate makes, and it's actually pretty good. The chapter is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. A lot of these are based off the manga, or based off the games and the anime, so there's going to be similar storylines, but still it's pretty nice. Chapter 2, the Yokai Odd Couple, is the one where we get Desmeralda. We come home and it turns out our parents are fighting because Desmeralda. We try negotiation, it doesn't work. We try confrontation, it doesn't work until we summon Jibanyan to do the job for us, which he doesn't end up fighting. He actually goes out and finds Happy Air to reunite them to kind of cancel out all the negative feelings that are going on right now. Pretty much like it did in the anime, but still a pretty little decent thing for the chapter. I'm going to rate the chapters now that I think about it, and the first two I'm both going to give C's, you know, because they're pretty basic chapters and they're stuff that we've already seen before, but it's still pretty nice. Chapter 3, a yokai food fight. This is something that I don't believe we've seen before in the anime or the games. See, we get our friend Eddie who comes to school late, and he says it's because his feet are heavy at a certain part of the street. So, nobody believes him, of course, but we do because we believe it's a yokai. So we go down and talk to him, and it turns out that it's this yokai Mochismo that's doing it, to get revenge on him for not eating his New Year's rice cakes. We end up, you know, trying to confrontate with him, and it doesn't really work. And then he tries to bring us down too, and only when we eat parts of him, this is why Yokai Watch is weird. But once we start eating him, he appreciates being eaten, and he lets Eddie go. Why is Yokai Watch like this? I mean, I know it's food, but does food really want to be eaten? Anyway, this one is pretty good, so I'm going to rate it a B. Remember not to forget is when we meet Wazat, the yokai that makes you forget everything. He makes a bunch of people in class forget a bunch of things, and then we get to meet with him later on and try to confrontate with him. But Wazat strikes us a deal that he will make people forget whatever we want him to. Nate is all about this, but Whisper really isn't, until Nate realized how much he's abused his power, because he made people forget, you know, things that they witnessed that could have proved him in the right later on, after we see Bear tells the teacher about the chalk on his head by the prank that we pulled on him, by using Wazat to manipulate him by making him forget his own prank. After Wazat tries to erase our memories, he apologizes for what he's done, and we become yokai friends with him. And all the class thinks we're weird because we're just talking to the air because they can't see yokai. This one I'm also gonna rate a C because it's kind of something we've seen in the anime, so it's not too original, but it's still a nice story. On our way to school, we see Bear, who is our friend, sort of. Anyway, he's really tired today, so he starts to fall asleep. And then, when we shine the yokai watch to see what's going on, because we think there's no way Bear could just fall on the road like this and fall asleep, we see his dreams, and then we shine it over somewhere else, where we see Baku, the yokai who's been making people all around the school fall asleep so she can eat their dreams for sustenance. Anyway, we try to confrontate him with Jibanyan, and that doesn't end up working until Nate talks about how he wants yokai and humans to coexist, and tries to help Baku. Only then we realize that that is the dream that Baku really wanted to munch on all along. They give us their yokai medal, and we're now friends with whatever Baku is. I mean, he's a yokai, but what is he, an anteater or something? Either way, I give this one a C because we've seen it before. The next chapter is one about Tsuchinoko. We search around for some change, and we end up finding Tsuchinoko under the vending machine. That's it. He's been giving us extreme luck, and it turns out when Noko gives humans extreme luck, he, slowly deteriorates. So after we replenish him with some bread, he gives us even more extreme luck by, having us almost robbed. I don't see how this is good luck, but, Then the thief proceeds to try and stab Nate in the stomach. Oh no, it was protected by that hard Koro magazine. I don't know why, it's so funny. They put, the Koro comic, of quite a few times in this. Anyway, Nate saves the day and becomes friends with Noko because he's the only human who hasn't tried to, possess Noko for his extreme luck. And then disaster strikes with Nate getting hit in the face with a ball. In this chapter, we're just searching around for yokai until we find the yokai Negativuz. We find him after we try to help out this person who has been inspirited by Negativuz. Happy Air comes to save the day, and then we find Negativuz, a evil negative yokai who feeds off the negativity of others. Negativuz is kind of stupid and accidentally reveals its plan, but it's okay because it ends up failing. See, Negativuz really wants to instill negativity germs in all of humanity. For some reason. Well, I guess because he feeds off it, but still, why does he need to do that to everybody? After we try confrontation with a bunch of different yokai such as Honnobono and Jibanyan, we end up making Negativuz expel all his negativity germs until he turns happy again. Though this does make Whisper extremely depressed. So once we become Negativuz's friend, we end up getting him to agree to suck all of the negativity germs out of Whisper, and he becomes sad again. This one I really like the premise of, so I'm going to rate it an A, and it's going to be the first A I give, and only. Then it has this funny little bonus chapter where Whisper tries to, get him late for, tries to help Nate out to get up for school on time. I am really stuttering over my words right now. But he doesn't want to, and then he calls Jibanyan to do it instead, and that's pretty much the joke. D. Overall, this thing is pretty great. It's pretty funny. I really like a lot of the ending gags in here. We get a good look at some of the yokai, which is even detailed on the back. Not just looking at this cover doesn't do it justice, because if we look at this book, there are like tons of amazing illustrations in here, and I love every one of them. This is so flawless. The animation in here is so good, man. Well, not the animation, but the illustrations. You know what I meant. Sorry, I was messing with the focus there. But either way, pretty good manga. Again, like I said, this is the only thing that wasn't flawed in the English Yokai Watch, and in fact, they're still being even printed today, with the Shadow Side one being printed a few months ago, being in in 2017. Being in 2021, and it being the 17th edition, so the manga is still looking good to be coming to the United States. Even if we don't get any games or anime anymore, we can all know that this little book is going to help us out a lot with understanding all the translated stuff. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you really liked it. I hope you guys wanted it, because I did not get confirmation before I started this. But either way, it was a fun video for me to make, and for me to talk about this book that I recently just got that I didn't grow up with, which was really amazing. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, my lonely watchers. Join the Discord, and like and comment and stuff, but also join the Discord.